Okay, hello everybody. I'm Merja Lindroos, and lately I've been talking a lot about my friend, online marketer Edward Keyte from Japan, and he's here, and we can interview him about this new business we began in May. And it's been quite a journey, and we've had some success already. So, hello, Edward.
Hello, hi, great to be here. Thanks very much. I'm looking forward to getting to know everybody, and thanks everybody for being here. So I hope I can answer any of your questions, or I'll tell a little bit about myself, if you like. Would you like me to do that?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah, my name is Edward. A lot of people in Japan call me Eddie. I live in Japan at the moment, and I'm originally from England. I've been in Japan for about 16 years. Prior to that, I was in Hong Kong for a short time. My background, when I first got into the workforce, I'm actually 42 now. If that, I don't think I need to mention that, but whatever. But when I first got into the workforce, I was a cook. I was going to say chef, but I dare not say chef. Definitely not. No, not by the way I cook. my kids don't even like the way I cook. But anyway, I stayed with that for a short time, and I went to Hong Kong, and while it was still British owned, and then in 1997, it went back to China. So I couldn't keep my job as a cook. So I turned into an English teacher, and I stayed in Hong Kong for about 5 years, and then after that, I decided I wanted to come to Japan because I was teaching English in Hong Kong to a lot of Japanese people, and I got interested in Japan. So I went to Japan in 2001. Well, I first went there for a holiday in 2000, but then I went to Japan in 2001 to look for a job, and managed to find a job quite quickly, which was very lucky. Since then I've been teaching. I opened up an English school, a local English school in my local area in Japan in 2007. So I've always been sort of looking to move in a sort of direction where I could sort of work for myself, in a sense, I suppose. But I've always had a desire to do something online, work online, because it gives you a lot of flexibility. And with all the other things that I had, I was working as an English teacher, and I tried to keep going with my cooking, and it wasn't really enough for me. I just needed more of the flexibility, I suppose, and that's why I started seeking online to do some stuff online. But I suppose the first thing that got me online was to teach English online. So I started teaching English using Skype, and I started broadcasting my videos on YouTube. To teach people English on YouTube, and that helped me to progress my online business using Skype to teach English. But then that was still, in a sense, a job, because if I kept working as an English teacher, I would have to keep working the hours in order to make money. So it was sort of working in exchange for the hours that I was putting in. So it was never enough for me to actually be as flexible as I wanted with my life. I wanted to go back to England. I wanted to see my parents. My parents are getting older and older. So, it was sort of back to the drawing board, and I thought, okay, what am I going to do now? And then I suppose about 2 or 3 years ago, I got really involved in internet marketing, but more of as an affiliate marketer, to promote affiliate businesses. But it was still not quite enough, because I was only making enough money from the direct sales, rather than making money. What I felt I really wanted to do was to make money sort of more downline. So I got more interested in network marketing, but it wasn't very easy to find a good network marketing company, to be honest, because I felt that a lot of the network marketing companies were a little bit behind the modern times with regards to modern technology and the way, because I think internet marketers, I would say, have a kind of it's difficult to say really, but internet marketers know something about the internet a little bit, and I've progressed, and I've began to know quite a lot about the internet and how to market. And I would say in some ways I've become a bit of a geek. Do you understand what I mean by geek?
Yes.
Yeah. So I felt that the network marketing was a bit behind the times with regards to technical stuff. Obviously, we don't need to be technical ourselves in order to run these kind of online businesses, as long as the technology was easy enough for everyone to use. But I was always looking for a system, and I felt that the internet marketers, ClickBank and various other things, they had a system. But network marketing, a lot of network marketing companies didn't have an online system particularly. They were more sort of belly to belly, doing things sort of offline, and didn't have an online web presence, or didn't have something in the back office where you could actually sort of, I don't know, brand yourself or use the digital material that we wanted, that we needed, like the way internet marketing websites tend to have. So when I saw, I had heard of a gentleman called Ben Glinsky, who's the founder of the company we're talking about today, and he'd been involved in various other programs, and he's very much at the forefront of technology online. And I felt that the company we're talking about is very much at the forefront in the way, in a sense that it's very similar to what we're used to as internet marketers, because we expect to have the digital material and the online equipment that's necessary for us to be able to promote these businesses. So I was very quickly, when I saw SBC that we're talking about today, I very quickly got excited about it, because it has everything we need as internet marketers. It also has everything we need as network marketers, and promoting oneself and branding oneself. It just has everything we need in one place: the websites, the capture pages, the landing pages, the funnels, the banners, everything you need all in one place. And I think that Ben Glinsky has put together this system because he's had all this experience, and that's why I think that the whole system has duplicated and allowed me to convert my leads that I already have an experience about getting, because of this experience that I've had in internet marketing prior to network marketing. And I was impressed. And when I spoke to a lot of network marketing people who'd seen this, they'd never seen this company before. They were so amazed. Why have I never seen this company before? Why, this is such a best kept secret. It's an amazing thing. It's wide open. It's incredible. And I'm just saying, they've kept themselves behind the scenes in a way, but they're still a multi-million-dollar company. So it really is wide open, and they've already got the tools and everything, and the momentum is incredible. So we really are in the right place at the right time. And I got in May, as as we've been saying, and since then I've just never seen anything, just such a mad rush and momentum and power. And I mean, I could go on forever talking about this. It really is incredible. The products are tangible. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking for now, because I'm sure there are more questions that you're going to be wanting to ask me. So over to you. Sorry.
Okay, you were referring to our power team. Tell a bit about that.
Say it one more time.
You were referring to our power team. We have an amazing online family here.
Yes.
So tell a little bit about that.
Okay. The power team was actually set up by our upline, the person that, well, actually technically he's about 3 up from me, Aaron Parker. He had a huge amount of experience, and he set up the power team, the SBC power team, and it actually launched at the beginning of June. It was his goal to put together a system, a complete duplicatable system that was virtually impossible to break, with regards to the training, the step-by-step training and everything like that. I mean, obviously there's no guarantee in everything, we agree, but if one is willing to simply plug in and follow the steps, there's no reason why one can't fail. And that's really what his goal was. And I was impressed when I saw it, because I didn't want to get into something where I had to reinvent the wheel, and I didn't want to get into something where I couldn't be in touch with an upline, even you know, maybe my own upline, or you know, if there was, preferably if there was a whole line of support, that would be ideal. And I was amazed by the incredible line of support all the way up. So yeah, this is the power team, and we're the fastest growing team in SBC. So that's incredible in itself. Yeah, so it's powerful.
Okay, I feel the same, and I would like to tell a little bit my story, how I got involved in this.
Right.
So I knew you, Edward, from 3-4 months ago. We've done some other businesses online, and when you sent me an email about this new business, I immediately wanted to look what is so special, why are you so excited about this? And when I joined, I saw that Aaron and Kylo was in our team. I knew them from before, from other online or network marketing businesses. And I had just came home from Vienna, where I was with Eric Vore in a 3-day seminarium. He taught us how to do a 90-day blitz. And that was exactly what Aaron said he wanted to do. He would launch our team and do a 90-day blitz. So I just wanted to do what I've learned in theory, so try it in practice, how we would succeed with this, and it's been unbelievable, really. So tell us about your first month, May. What happened then?
Okay, in May, I joined SBC. It was just before the 9th of May when I took my free tour in SBC. That was when I took my free tour, and I actually upgraded about the 9th of May, exactly the 9th of May, but I didn't do anything with it until about the, well, 1 week after that. I suppose it would have been about the 12th of May, 13th, 14th of May. So it was about mid-May, because I really wanted to get myself ready. I'd been in programs before where I hadn't, you know, done all my due diligence, and I didn't check everything out completely. You've got to, you know, I wanted to make sure the support was there. I wanted to make sure the upline support was there. I wanted to make sure the products were good. I'd already placed my order and everything like that, and I was really checking things out. And I got into the power team group, and I was impressed. My direct sponsor, Tyson Curtis, because yeah, he's been responsible for helping me in many things online. I don't know if you want me to mention this, but basically Tyson Curtis helped me set up my team builder system. Basically, he's responsible. He's part of LSN. So that gave me the credibility, and I realized that he knows everything there is to know about online. So I was willing to listen to him. And anyway, he just gave me some advice. He said, when you're ready, let's really rock this. Let's absolutely rock this big time, because, you know, if we know that we're in the right thing, there's nothing holding us back. So, you know, we looked at the products, we looked at the system, we looked at the power team, we looked at, you know, we got in touch with Aaron, and maybe Merja remembers my first webinar I did. Aaron Parker was actually on my webinar, a little bit like what we got here. And he was brilliant. I mean, he was really so transparent, and he was just like a friend already, and I'd only just met him. I mean, it was brilliant. So I was impressed, and then I very quickly, within 1 week, I think I went. Well, no, it was probably about 2 weeks. Let's be conservative. I went to the top of the leaderboard.
Wow.
And in my first week, I went gold, and in I say it was 17 days when I went platinum, but actually, as I said, I didn't actually go all in until the middle of May. So it would have been probably 2 weeks when I went platinum. Yeah, 14 days from the point when I first started sponsoring my first person. So I had by the end of May, I had 132 people personally sponsored. So yeah, that was May for me.
So what was your secret?
Good question. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, there's no secret, to be honest. I talk to a lot of people. I like having conversations. Well, I don't actually like conversations with people because I'm nervous. I'm actually quite a shy person, to be honest. That's what I'd like to open up a bit, but you know, I'm actually quite nervous right now. But you know, if you really have a dream, if you have a goal, if you have an ambition, and you have a reason why, you're going to be willing to do anything. And I'll be honest with you. I do have a following, and Merja's been online for a while, and I'm sure, yeah, I know for a fact she's got a following as well. And yeah, I don't think that anyone could begin to reckon that they're going to be truly successful online without just building a brand for themselves, a little bit of a brand, and don't let that scare you or concern you, because building a brand could simply just mean being a friendly person online, you know, changing your profile picture a little bit and being a friendly person online and just being helpful, being generous. Don't talk about business. Don't necessarily talk about business. Don't talk about the company you're in necessarily, but just be curious about people and be willing to help. And that's what turned things around for me. I mean, I started on YouTube more than Facebook. I was scared to get on Facebook. I didn't want to do Facebook. I had my own English teacher friends on Facebook. I had my whole school people, you know, people who I went to school with on Facebook. I didn't want to do Facebook, and that was the way it was until I got into SBC, which was May. I mean, before May, I don't know if Merja would probably notice. I don't know about my timeline back then. I didn't ever post anything on my timeline back then. But why did I do it when I jumped into SBC? Because I found the right company. And people saw that. My friends now come to me and say, what is this thing you're doing? And I'm happy to tell them, and they're excited for me because they do have their best interest at heart. And but my thing was YouTube. When I started commenting and engaging in my comments under my videos that I was uploading on YouTube, everything started to turn around. You know, I was helping people. I would go on to other high traffic videos on YouTube, and I was helping people on those as well, because the video owner wasn't engaging with those people because maybe they were too busy or they didn't care. But I went around to a lot of videos in my niche, in our niche, money making niche, and I would just simply help a lot of people. I didn't promote my business. I would just tell them the stuff that I'd learned, and it was easy to get followers, really, because I was just simply being nice and just being friendly and just helping and just remembering who these people are and saying, well, let's get on Facebook and I can help you further or something like that. And gradually you're just building up a following, and that's how it went over the months, and people just started to trust me. And then I built up groups. I built up Facebook groups, and I got people into the groups, and I found that better than a mailing list, I felt that actually Facebook groups are by far better than mailing lists for engagement. Once you get people from these other platforms or these other areas onto the groups that you're in on Facebook, and if you're the admin and the owner of the group, and it's easy to set up, then you've got your little community there, and you're starting to grow it, and you paste your value in there, and you become a person of value, and people love you for it. So that's the way I went through, and that's the way I did it. So I guess that's my secret.
So this is a golden nugget for us.
Well, I hope it is, but it's what I've done, really, and if you do enough of it. But prior to YouTube, I did a lot of classified ad posting. I used to post 140 ads every single day on Backpage. However, the leads that I was getting from there were always just cold leads, and they didn't know who I was. So I didn't get much from that, although I was getting signups into my previous business, probably an average of 2 to 3 signups a day, because I was posting on Backpage. But they weren't doing that much in the business because they were just cold leads, and they were just signing up because they thought that there was something good to sign up for, but they never did anything because it was a free program that I was promoting. So nobody actually upgraded. So it wasn't until I got onto YouTube when I started engaging and showing my face and you know, communicating with people like on a friendly basis. That's when things started to turn around big time. Yeah. So I hope that was helpful. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. What about for a total newbie to network marketing or online marketing? What do you think? In my opinion, we have very good fast start guides and tutorials and videos in our Power Team group, which help a lot to start this business. But we also have some advanced tools we can use now.
Yep. Events, you mean? Yeah.
Events, yes, yes. And also it's 10x SBC.
Yeah. Well, I definitely recommend a certain system of some sort. I mean, when I was a newbie, all I had available to me was get response, and I was making my own capture pages. But prior to that, I was trying to fiddle around with trying to just promote directly to the corporate page, and it just wasn't converting, and I wasn't getting signups, and I just kept doing it, but it just didn't convert. So I realized that, you know, I read somewhere that somebody said that, you know, you really do need to try and set yourself up with a funnel. And at the time, I didn't even know what a funnel meant. So I was sort of imagining I was just going to get a funnel and I was going to go way like this. But no, what they meant was a sales funnel. You probably heard of a sales funnel. We
yes.
have a capture page. I mean, yeah, I know you have, but for a newbie's point of view, you know, a capture page where you put your email address on there, or the leads put their name on there or something like that. And they go through, they go onto a landing page where they get a bit more information. And then from there, they can jump into the corporate page. So this funnel was something I needed to try and piece together and figure out for myself. And that's what I did as a newbie. I purchased a mailing list program, and I purchased some website page builder, and I just pieced it together like that. And it was very tough. But yeah, as we're going to explain it probably a bit later, there are turnkey systems that can help you set this up completely. And I think it's very useful to get access to this kind of system, because it's part of the branding. It's part of the branding that we talk about. It's necessary. It's not mandatory, you know. I mean, I don't know if you want me to mention, but you know, there's a gentleman, his name is Tim Miller, and he's been in our business for over five years, and he's got to the top position in the company. And he was saying he only used one corporate website to promote this SBC business, and he got to the top position, and he earns like a 7-figure a year income with this company. So all he used was one page. So yeah, if you've got a dream and an ambition, and you can see yourself literally within months from now actually earning $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 a month, which is absolutely possible if you're willing to put in the effort, you could do it anyway, without the tools, without the fancy marketing material. You could do it just with your vision. And if you're willing to talk to enough people, if you're willing to go out there and communicate with people, you can do that. You can have way beyond that. You can have $5,000, $10,000 a month, because there are people doing it in our business with less than what we have available to you. Okay.
So you already mentioned that this is a 5-year-old company, a legit company. And what about the products? We have currently 5 products in health and beauty. So what is your favorite?
Yes, my favorite is the Hibernate. The Hibernate. It's it's a drink basically. It's a well, I could say juice, or it's a drink. So we take 1 teaspoon before we go to bed, and it helps us sleep. But at the same, yeah, there it is. It helps us sleep, but at the same time, it actually allows us to actually lose weight. Now, don't ask me the technical, ingredients or anything like that, because to be honest, when I got into this, I saw the products. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm a little bit of I've developed. My background is a cook. I'm a cook. I'm an English teacher, but I have developed kind of an entrepreneurial mind. And I'll be honest with you. I got in this originally because I wanted to make good money with a good product, but I didn't feel I needed to lose weight. To be honest, actually, my wife says I need to lose weight. But yeah, actually, she's right. And since I got into this, I got more and more interested in the product simply because they started working. And then when I placed my order and started using the products, I realized that they were actually starting to work. And that's where I got interested in the products more, because I realized, well, I was actually talking to a couple of students in my school. They came to my school. We were about to start the English lesson, and they hadn't seen me for about 3 weeks. And when you haven't seen someone for a while, you notice any changes that they might have done. And they both actually said almost at the same time, "Have you lost weight?" And I didn't know that. Well, my wife never says that if I lose weight or not. She wouldn't tell me that. But anyway, so I didn't think I had. But anyway, after the lesson, I went upstairs and I checked the scales, and yeah, I lost about 3 kilograms. We say kilograms in Japan. I think that's about 6 pounds in weight. So I lost weight basically, and I was impressed. I thought, wow, these products work. And I didn't change my diet. I didn't go out exercising or anything like that. So yeah, that was impressive. So yeah, Hibernate is my favorite, to be honest.
That is my favorite also. That was the first product I used, and that was because I had some severe problems with sleeping these last months, and it has worked very well with me. And actually, I've also grown my team with this product. At first, when I just used Hibernate, I was sending out some ads about this one, and we got a really famous big network marketer from United States in our team, and it's been a blessing. We've learned a lot. We had some amazing drive here, and it's so exciting.
You're talking about Tim Siebert?
Yes. Yeah. You have discussed with him a lot, so tell a little bit about him for those who don't know him already.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, he's had over 39 years of full-time network marketing experience, and he was in a company called GDI, Global Domains International. I was actually in that company, and he's don't tell him I said this, but he's actually changed. His face has changed a lot. I won't say why he's changed because that would be rude. No. But I remember seeing his picture years and years ago. I mean, he was always on the front page of the corporate website, GDI. It's a huge company, and I thought when you told me his name, and he doesn't have his name listed on the leaderboard. So I didn't know who that was. It says on the leaderboard something else, but his real name is Tim Siebert, and you told me that. So I thought to myself, now hold on a minute, I think I recognize that name. And but I didn't think of anything of it, because I didn't expect him to suddenly jump in our team. Well, in your team, you sponsored him. That was,
yeah.
So he's personally sponsored by you, and he jumped in, and he put in 1.1 million network marketing distributors in his team in GDI. So he had a team of 1.1 million people in his organization. And once you know who he is, and once you know what that company he was doing, then yeah, it's believable because yes, it was a huge company. I can say that. Anyway, once you get to know him, he's a legend. I mean, he's got some things to teach. He really has, and amazingly, he decided to jump ship, and he's in our business. He's in our team. So I mean, as Aaron Parker said, I mean, he could have chosen any company in the world and made a success out of it, but he decided to choose this company, SBC, and that really just speaks volumes. It really does. It's incredible. And his partner, Randy Thomas, they partner together because Randy's the technical guy, and they put together a system, and the system that they've used for years and years. They actually put the original system, the training program, together about 14 years ago. So all their experience. Tim Siebert is more of a belly-to-belly type network marketer, and Randy Thomas, his partner, is more of an automated type marketer, online marketer. That's the way they've always been, and they've always been at the top of the leaderboard in GTI. So they joined forces, you know, and as Tim said himself, he said, Tim, the way he does business, belly to belly, talking to people, use the telephone, and then Randy doing the automated side, both of them were sort of missing a certain component, which was very vital. So they both decided to join forces, combine the automation side and combine the belly to belly side, which is always important. And when I say belly to belly, what I really mean is the following up aspect of your business is so vital. So putting those two key elements together, you have a very, very powerful system. And that's what they did. They built a system that is so powerful and duplicatable. And that's why in his team this month, he's put in over 41 Premier Pack. And you'll probably explain about this, but you know, big orders. They're placing big orders in there because they realize, you know, the team is being duplicated in such a way that they know the benefits and they know how to max out the comp plan, and they're teaching their team in such a way to max out the comp plan, and that's why their team is duplicating so well. So we're learning a lot, even from our downline, and that, he is our downline, but we're actually learning a lot. So it's impressive, yeah.
Yes. So let's talk about the comp plan. We have both earned every week since we started. My
yes.
first week's earning was about $25, and since then I've got between $80 to $200 a week. So every week, consistently, money. And but you have earned a lot more. What is possible with our system?
Yeah. Well, in my first, you made more money than I did in your first week than I did when my first week. That was from the power line, wasn't it? And so during your free tour,
yes.
during your free tour, before you even jumped in, you actually earned the commission. Obviously, you get paid that after you know 1 week, because they pay weekly, and after we get in, we know, at least we know we're in commission, and we know the potential of what's going to happen. So yeah, I got paid $17, and basically what happens is we're on a power line. Okay, this is the thing that's powerful. There are multiple ways that we earn money, but the power line is the thing that initially that we get excited about, and it is powerful. It's real. Some of you might have seen what's been going on in your back office. Even if you're a tour taker, you might have gotten excited about it, and you have every reason to be excited, and you also have every reason to be a little bit skeptical. That's understandable. You know, I was, but you know, I realized by simply putting this to the test, I didn't have anything to lose, because it was just a case of taking the free tour and seeing what was going to happen. So I got $17 on my first week when I joined, and on the second week I got $2,400.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was because I put in a lot of people. So it's not just the power line. Obviously, with the power line, you're going to be earning. You got a big power line. It's always growing, and it's going to continue to grow. But the key thing to understand is, in order for this company to be sustainable, and it will continue to be sustainable, and we know that the reason why the power line is growing so fast is because there are people in our team, upline, downline, crossline, everyone is willing to put in a lot of effort into this. So that's why when you see the people on your power line coming in, you'll also notice that there are real people putting those people in there. Why are they willing to put them in there? Is because they know the benefit of putting them in there. So since they were the enroller, they get the lion's share of the commission, which is fair enough. However, you know, we also get the commission as a free tour taker because, you know, we're just simply locking in a position, and we get benefit from that. But the good news is that as we move up and put in the effort in order to maintain the company momentum and know that by putting in the effort we earn greater, we also move up the ranks, and as we move up the ranks, we earn deeper into the power line. So yeah, it's a win-win in every aspect because we want to keep the power line moving. We want to show off to our team that are coming in on the power line that, you know, this is something that we're proud of as an upline, and we're pumping this like crazy. And we've got a lot of people like Tim Siebert on the team as well, and they're all pumping the power line. So that's why there's a huge amount of momentum going on. So
yes,
yeah.
As an example, I could tell you that for the moment, I am being 2 months in now, and in my power line, I have about 3,800 people now, quite a lot. And in the team, I built by myself and with people I've sponsored and their people, I have nearly 300 to 280 or something like that. Mm-hmm. And from that, I've myself sponsored, I think, 17. And then I closed some people with my teammates together. So it's about 20 people I've talked to who are in my team now.
Wow. That's brilliant. Yeah, it's such duplication.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very impressive. Yeah,
yeah, please continue.
No. I was just going to say, yeah, I was just amazed by the conversion of this and the momentum that it's been better than I've ever seen with all the other companies that I've been involved in. So, yeah, it's impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, for me too. I've been in network marketing about 15 years and never seen a speed like this.
Yeah, because with a new company, you might get the momentum normally, but with a company that's been around for already 5 years, you know, you would normally expect things to slow up a bit, but it's actually increased. The momentum has actually increased. And I mean, I don't have a screenshot now, but the Alexia ranking. Does anyone know what I mean by the Alexia ranking? Do you know?
Yes, our favorite website is.
Yeah, so just the ranking of global websites. I don't have a screenshot right now, but recently there's been, I mean, this year, since the beginning of this year, there's been a huge increase, particularly recently, in the ranking of in Alexa. So that's impressive.
Okay, so this week we got a new tool to recruit and market ourselves. You have used it a little.
Yes.
Tell me about those features.
Okay. Yeah, the features are good. Yeah. Do you want me to share my screen or shall I'll just talk about it?
Yeah, if you can.
Okay. Let me. I'll just open the page first. What's the name? Hold on a minute.
So this is 10x SBC we are talking about.
Yes, that's right. Oops. Seem to have lost the window. Where am I? Okay, there it is.
We can see you now.
You can see me, but I seem to have...
Yes.
You cannot? You cannot see me?
No?
Oh, you can. Oh, there you are. Oh, okay. I'm back. Hold on a minute. Entire screen. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the
Now
10x. Yeah, the 10x SBC is a turnkey system that is designed to give you everything you need in terms of a funnel, a sales funnel, capture pages, landing pages, pre-written autoresponders for mailing lists, lead sources, marketing tools, and training, and even webinars for training as well. So, you know, we can do things like create our own capture pages, but basically they're already created. We just, at the moment, we've only got a few pages that we can use, but they're adding more every single month. So they're designed to convert. And I've done videos on the style of landing pages or capture pages that they're talking about, and I agree that the style of pages that they're talking about really do convert well. They're, you know, mobile responsive. They give a little bit of information, but not too much. They get the prospect hungry for information, and even if the prospect decides to click away or move their mouse away, they get a little message like this, you know. And when you click that, you go to a webinar page offering them to see more information about the system. And they're going to talk about the SBC business and everything like that. So you can start the webinar, or you can go back, close that down, and actually opt in. And this is a standard opt-in page that you can go through. And then on the next page, you'll be able to get access to the SBC business. So that's just one example of a capture page, but you can create a whole lot more. There are other things like generic banners, a whole load of generic banners that you can use to market your business. Advertising methods, pre-written emails for following up. And a lot of people are quite excited about the Facebook wall poster. So you can use some of these images to post straight onto the wall of your Facebook. They don't have to be, you know, kind of salesy or commercially, or, you know, they can be something a little bit more easy to digest, or even funny, like find the ghost. Oop. And then click the ghost and go to the landing page. But yeah, I mean, you decide. The options are here, the flexibility is here. You decide, and it's just nice to be able to have everything in one platform. You know, we also get the monthly free leads. So the first batch are going to come on August the 1st, and we get them monthly, 50 fresh leads that we can have access to. Plus, we get the bonuses as well. Initially, we get 1,000 free leads that we can actually get access to, and another whole load of leads. But there are other leads that we can't download. Well, these leads that we can't download yet, because we get that access to that. You know, they have a relationship with a lead vendor where they get the leads that have been through they're surveyed leads. So they're leads that have been qualified for having interest in making money online. Okay, so they're leads that have interest in making money online. So they have a full lead source in the back office. So that's very powerful. You got a lot of training here, video training, webinar training, and a lot of generic training, just generic stuff to help you get traffic to your website, like using Facebook and different other methods as well. So all in all, a very powerful system to help you, you know, move forward. Systems are necessary, because even if you have the experience, even if you are a top internet marketer yourself, or even if you have a lot of experience in network marketing, it doesn't mean that your downline or your people that get in under you are necessarily going to have the experience. And it's going to save you a lot of time and trouble without having to reinvent the wheel yourself, to know that, and rest assured that they're going to get into a system that plain works. Because this system has been built and developed by Tim Siebert and Randy Thomas, as I mentioned before. You know, Tim has 39 years of network marketing experience, full-time in the industry. And he's put in a large business, and this is the system. This system is based on the original system that he's been using for 14 years. Well, his original system started off as a training program, but very similar. It built into this basically over time. So very powerful indeed.
Yes, I've played with this yesterday, and it's quite easy. Just copy and paste and fill in a little form, and you got your capture page. And what Tim told with this generic system he has had, there's actually a lady who is 88 years old, and she is on the leaderboard in her company with this system. So it's quite easy to use.
Yeah, well, it is easy. Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, as you say, I heard Tim say that as well. Yeah, that was really powerful. It's nice to hear stories like that, because it just proves that if you're willing to plug into the system, and if it's easy to plug in and just simply do it, it works. I mean, it's all about duplication, really.
Yes. So what about next few weeks? What are you looking forward to? What are your plans, goals?
Yes. Next week? Yeah. So now we
next
are.
Week.
That's right. So now it's the 21st of July, right? That's right.
20th. Yes.
20th for you. Okay.
Yes.
So we're almost to the end of the month, and my goal this month is to go diamond. So I will be at this rate, and my upline our upline Aaron Parker agrees that at this rate I should be able to make it to diamond this month, but I'm just doing my best, and I'm hoping I can hit that. But the important thing is, it's not just about me. I wanted to encourage my team to move up the ranks and help them as well, and that's what this is all about. You know, we don't make success without helping a whole lot of people, and it's just so nice to look down my genealogy in the back office there, and I do see a lot of people who are actually moving up the ranks. So yeah, my goal this week is to help a lot of people by the end of the month to achieve those goals that they were setting out to do. You know, we've had a whole load of people move up the ranks, suddenly to bronze, silver, gold, and also platinum. So very, very powerful, very duplicatable.
Yeah, true.
One thing
sorry. Continue, please.
I was going to say, because I've looked around at a lot of things online about SBC, and I've tried to search about the information, and I regularly come across your blog posts. your blog
okay, thanks.
Your blog posts. No, I mean, it was by chance. I didn't expect to suddenly see your blog post, but your blog posts are ranking very high in the search engine. I'm impressed. So you obviously know quite a lot about SEO, search engine optimization. Wow. So yeah, you've got a lot to teach.
Yes, I have an old blog, so it's nice to use it here because it's ranking higher that way, and of course I'm doing a bit SEO, but because I'm a communication manager, I always look at the content. So that is number one for me, the content, and after that, SEO, search engine optimization. Yes.
Brilliant. And your native language is not English, but you know you're running the business in English. This is very impressive. Well done.
Thanks. Yeah. The next step is to take the phone and speak to my pre-enrollees. I'm not done that yet. It's only been chatting and emailing.
Well, I remember in one of Tim Siebert's videos, and he was talking about how he got into SBC, and he was saying his wife Teresa. His wife's name is Teresa, and she came across an email that was sent to her, and he actually said in one of his emails it was from somebody who doesn't even live in the United States, and I think he even mentioned that her native language is not English, but he sounded very impressed anyway, and he was impressed with the business, and he was impressed with the opportunity, and it was you, and I just wanted to say, oi! But yeah, that was impressive, and you got a big person on your team there. Very, very impressive. So well done. And then down under him as well, there's another guy, I forget his name, but he's also huge as well.
Alonso is one of those who have a track record. Yes. Yeah, that's right. Okay, we have been talking nearly an hour now, and it's time to wrap up this interview. But do you have some last words for those who would still thinking about joining us? What do you recommend? What to look after?
I highly recommend, getting with the person that brought you to this webinar, obviously, and making sure that you get together for a game plan, because it's not as difficult as you think. You might be thinking to yourself, can I do this? The answer is yes, everybody can do this. And, if you've already taken the free tour, I congratulate you, because when you log in, somebody's calling. Is that me or is that you? Oh, that's me.
Not mine.
Oh, okay. No problem. When you log into if you're a free tour taker, when you log in on the left-hand side, there is actually a recorded message. Sorry, there is a recorded message, a webinar, and that's Ben Glinsky, the founder's message, the webinar. Sorry. I keep getting called by somebody, but they don't get the hint. I'm trying to decline them, but they don't get the hint. Yeah, on the left side of the where you log in, you get a recorded message. Still doing it. And the recorded webinar, Ben Glinsky is talking about how the average network marketer that joins a particular network marketing business doesn't actually earn any money. We're talking like within 6 months, the average network marketer doesn't actually earn money, but the statistics actually state, and he's recording everything, and it just shows that within 6 months, if somebody is actually willing to put in 6 months minimum, I would recommend 9 months, 12 months. But if you're willing to put in 6 months into this business, he's saying the average is $500-600 per month. I mean, that's just the average. You might be thinking to yourself, well, that's not very much. Now, I'm not talking about the people who are actually really willing to work this business. If you're really willing to work this business, you're going to earn a lot more than that. But I'm just saying that the average internet marketer or the average person is trying to simply make money online. Most of the companies that they've been working with are simply not making money for them. I mean, they're not actually earning a commission. But but in this company, the SBC business, 6 months down the road, they're earning $500-600 a month, and really not really putting in that much effort at all. But if you're willing to put in effort and you're really to commit yourself for 6 months, 9 months, 12 months down the road, and you really just do a little bit each day and know that you're getting traffic in, you're learning the steps, you're talking with your upline. If you feel you can just do that and follow step-by-step strategies from your upline, because we are up your eye. I have invested in your success. We have a vested interest in your success. We want to give you the right information. I can do this. We're doing this. And above me, you know, my upline, Tyson Curtis, his upline, Scott Clayson, his upline, Aaron Parker, his upline, Justin Clark, his upline, Tim Miller, all the way up. I'm talking to them almost on a daily basis. I've never had that kind of line of support. You know, in most companies, if you've been in network marketing or any company before, you're lucky to even get a conversation with your upline, let alone actually have a full-blown daily conversation with everybody, right up to the founder himself. And yes, I've actually had conversations with Ben Glinsky, the founder, and we've been in touch on Facebook a few times. So if you want to ask us questions, or if you're hungry for success, or if you're willing just to go down there, just ask questions, be curious, and we'll give you the help and support you deserve. We're always there for you. We are 100% there for you. We'll do some webinars for you like this for you if you want. We'll go work in your team under you. So give us 6 months, give us 9 months. We'll do it for you. Okay, we're right behind you. But anyway, I'll hand back over to you there.
Thanks, Edward, for your insights and this interview. It's been a pleasure talking to you. And for those who want to take a free tour or join our team, ask for the link. Take contact the person who invited you here, and yes, we are looking forward to working with you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone. Looking forward to working with you. Thank you. Yeah. Happy holidays.